Overfishing is completely depleting fish stocks at alarming rates. Driven by a higher market demand and advanced fishing technology, individual fishermen and fishermen companies are catching fish faster than fish can reproduce. Can you imagine that? According to BBC's report in 2021, conservation groups said 80 species were known to have gone extinct, 16 in the last year alone. Millions of people rely on freshwater fish for food and as a source of income through angling and pet trade. But numbers have plummeted due to pressures including pollution, unsustainable fishing, and the damming and draining of rivers and wetlands. Let's take an example of UK. In UK waters, the sturgeon and the barbot have vanished. Salmon are disappearing and the European eel remains critically endangered. As we face this crisis, it's crucial to us recognize our role in preserving the ocean's health. Addressing overfishing is not just about saving fish populations. It's about securing a sustainable future for our planet and its inhabitants.
Advancing with our second topic inside this new segment, the causes of market failure. In this case, the primary reason for the market failure inside the fishing industry or the overfishing comes and stems from the excessive consumption and high demand for the various types of fish and seafood that goes all around the world. In this case, this surge is fueled by the government subsidies intended to support the fishing center or the fishing sector, which holds significant economic importance, especially for towns and cities reliant on the traffic generated by these fishermen or the suppliers. The consequence of this overfishing is the clear exploitation of the varieties of fish that can be consumed inside these communities or the people. There is now growing dependence of the fish farms to supply the demand of this fish. In this case, we can see a great impact in the external environment, in this case the externalities. Overfishing can generate negative externalities such as the decline of fish populations, affecting other species or the overall ecosystem, damaging different types of fish webs and other type of ecosystems. The market may not account for these externalities, so this leads to an overexploitation of this resource, which on a bigger impact will be a very, very negative solution for the market, causing market failure. Now we will see the environmental impacts and the economic impacts that overfishing causes inside the industry. Firstly, the depletion of fish stocks will lead to the depletion of target species, disrupting the balance of marine ecosystems and affecting the overall biodiversity inside the ocean. In this case, the Mediterranean Sea is the most affected one all around the world, due that over the last 50 years is the most harmed habitat or the most harmed sea inside the different types of sea. This due to the physical damage to the seafloor that causes the different methods of fishing, for example, bottom trawling. Leaving this apart, we will now see the economic impacts that overfishing causes to the industry. For example, the loss of jobs due to the depletion of fish stocks can lead a decline into the catch levels, affecting the income of livelihoods of those who depend on fishing. Also, we will see a decreased market value, which over time the fish stocks can result in lower market value, which impacts the profitability of those who count on this fishing industry. Finally, we will see the increased finishing costs on the fishing industry due to that every time we will need more fishing, which will increase the cost of fishing operations through time.
Focusing on the human aspect of this issue, we found that our fishing villages are greatly affected by this matter, the reality of overfishing. These communities have historically relied on the sea. Recent data, however, presents an even more worrying image on this matter. The Food and Agriculture Organization also states that 90% of marine fish stocks worldwide are currently overfished, completely exploited, or completely depleted. There is a significant effect on the original economy as well. Over the previous few decades, catch quantities have also dropped about 50% in some places, along with the fishermen, and the entire town is impacted greatly by this decline. There's also has been a significant effect on markets and also some sectors. Empty nests and abandoned marketplaces are frequently used as an imagery to represent distressed communities. Not only is there a financial loss, but a generation-to-generation way of life being lost. A multi-phase strategy is needed to find solutions as we navigate this situation. In this conflict, sustainable fishing is leading the way. It is essential to enforce and implement sustainable fishing quotas. Effective quota systems may result in more stable fish populations and in certain situations even recovery according to the data. Furthermore, marine protected areas or MPAs are turning out to be essential instruments. Research indicates that fish biomass can rise by as much as 400% in marine protected areas, MPAs, where fishing is limited. Another important component is customer awareness. Seafood sourced sustainably is becoming more and more popular, and this trend must continue. Customers can directly influence the market to adopt more ethical practices by selecting seafood that has been certified sustainably. In conclusion, overfishing presents a solvable challenge. We still have hope for our oceans, a bit of an equality on the businesses, governments, and consumers work together. It is our joint duty to take immediate action about this situation and matter in this world and maintain healthy oceans for coming generations.
As we face this crisis, it's crucial to us recognize our role in preserving the ocean's health. Addressing overfishing is not just about saving fish populations, it's about securing a sustainable future for our planet and its inhabitants.